We have the tech to get food delivered in 15 minutes, but we all have horror stories about buying tickets. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage. Get amazing tickets in just a few taps. Fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And the Game Time guarantee means authentic tickets at the best price every time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to concerts, sports, comedy, and more with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
I'm officially obsessed, and you will be too. If you haven't tried Lem by Hello Nancy yet, what are you doing? Over 1 million women are using it, and the reviews are wild. One girl literally said, "Join the incredibly satisfied brigade." I didn't believe it until I tried it myself. The hype is 100% real. Don't let the cute design fool you. Go to hellonancy.com and see what the hype is about.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
These last couple games, it seems like you've really kind of blossomed in terms of fitting into everything that's going on here. I guess, what's that process been like from coming here with the trade to these last couple games and showing what you've been able to do?
I think things take time. Everything takes time. So not just going to come out of nowhere and just be perfect off the gate. So a lot of practices with the guys, creating that boundary with the guys, spend a lot of time, learning from the coaches, from my teammates. I think it carried things up to this moment, and just been stood on it again and learning from my teammates.
Obviously, you've been scoring, but what's been like for you to battle Carl the way you have the last couple of games? I was asking, obviously you've been scoring, but also what's it been like for you to battle Carl Towns, like a real big center these last couple of games?
I think we just gotta do anything to help us win. We gotta get anything done by any means. It's not just letting Carl. It's just being brave, fighting every moment, every position, and just being active every time.
A similar vein to John's question, just that last possession, there was a lot going on. Guys, fell. You have to kind of help. Just what do you feel like works for you guys to be so cohesive on defense?
I think every position, as much as we can, just come together and staying poised. No matter, because if we messed up on offense, that carries a lot. But I think we're focusing more on defense. And whatever type of offense we go through, we're not trying to let that carry us, defensive wise. So I think on that timeout we score, we came together, and we all say we just need one step. By any means necessary, we gotta all come together. And I think just that connection and being patient and collectively coming together, I feel like things just working well.
You made some pivotal baskets in the fourth quarter to extend the lead or kind of keep the Knicks off your back at one point. And I saw you getting really fired up and embracing the Atlanta crowd. What were your thoughts overall about the fan base and just the intensity they brought into the building tonight?
It was great. I don't know, this is my first time playing a playoff here, but I feel like the Knicks have a lot of fans here, so our fans were great tonight. You just gotta, as much as we can, we just gotta include them. Big moments, anytime, they're with us, I feel like they give us that juice, and I think they're great, so I'm looking forward to seeing them again Saturday.
Coach Strader talked about how this group has really come together and really made sacrifices for each other. He said you're one of the guys that has really embraced that. Why has it been so easy for you to kind of embrace that from Coach Strader and that mentality? And then in that final steal, kind of what was just going through your mind in the process?
I think it only comes with one mindset. I think as much as you want to win, there's things you got to sacrifice. And just small things that some people probably won't do it because they're doing different stuff. So you just got to find those little things to sacrifice and, do it for the guys and do it for our team, for everybody else, do it for the team so we can win. And I think I've been in those kind of roles and situations where, you know, we gotta sacrifice for certain people, you know, to help us win. I think it's just been carrying away till now. So, I mean, I'm very comfortable at sacrificing for whoever and whenever and however. So that don't face me, you know, as long as I go out there and help us win or, you know, just be a winner.
And then during that steal, what was our here
I thought we had a couple more seconds left. I was trying to steal it and go score it, but you know, just like things like that, you know, just sacrifice and be able to get out there, you know, and making plays, you know, to not only scoring the basketball, you know, doing things like that, you know, small things like that matter sometimes.
Jonathan, this is a question. I want to ask you about game 2 in New York at the end of the game. Nikhil was guarding Jalen Brunson, and Jalen started to do like a step back move. And it looked like you kind of, right at the change of direction, when Nikhil had to change direction, it looked like you put your hand on his back to kind of keep him into play. Was that a deliberate play? Do you remember this? But is that something you do on purpose?
It's just instinct, and I think, you know, I'm gonna give my praise to, you know, the Vernon. You know, growing up around him, watching him as much, you know, I've seen him do that so many times. Like he is one of the best at doing that. You know, I think it's something I'm not going again thinking about it, but just like seeing it, somebody doing it all the time. You know, sometimes I don't know, it's just gonna click. And I think, but Nikhil was still in a good position, but you know, just like being able to, you know, get that steal, you know, especially Nikhil, you know, playing defense the way he was playing. So, you know, but like I say, you know, I watched Jordan so many times, and he's one of the best at doing things like that, small things that they won't go on the sheet, you know, that helps a lot.
There was a sequence in the third quarter when Dyson had gotten the.
Sorry. Say it again?
Yeah. There was a sequence in the third quarter when Dyson got the strip in the half court. You got out in transition. Dyson hit you with the outlet pass where you had an easy look at the rim. Can you speak a little bit about Dyson's playmaking and defense and how impactful it's been to your game, but not just you for the team?
I think Dyson is great for us. Like I say, he does a lot of things that don't be on the sheet, you know, and those are the things that kind of help us win every single game, or you know, keep us in flow. You know, he's great. He's one of the best defenders, you know, in this league. He rebounds like crazy. You know, just him being on that floor, you know, he helps us balance a lot of things, and he does a lot of things that don't show on the paper, but he helps us a lot, you know, especially when it comes down to winning.
Hey Jonathan, it looked like you and Mitch had some words for each other there, but what happened during that, and was both there to kind of break it up?
I think it's just it's part of the game. I think, you know, there is a lot of emotion, you know, going, you know, in the game, and I think he had pushed me. I think I fouled Brunson or something like that, and then Brunson was cool, and then, you know, he came and pushed me for no reason. So, you know, and we all lose over there, so it's a lot of emotion going. You know, they're trying to win, we're trying to win. So, you know, something that's just gonna get us going. You know, and I think small things like that, you know, get us going. So that's right.
Jonathan, as you all kind of look to game 4 on Saturday, obviously it's going to be another physical battle. Obviously, the Knicks are going to come into that game hoping to still want to get on the score. What are some of the things that you all kind of need to clean up, and what are some of the things that you want to continue to strengthen as you go into Saturday's game 4?
I think as a team, as we all keep getting better, I think when it comes down to certain execution, you know, it's a very physical game, it's a very high intensity game. I think just, you know, us going back and cleaning on certain execution, offense and defense, and, you know, and being ready, you know, for physicality, because I know Saturday is going to be another dog fight. So, like I said, just very much our execution, you know, in moments where the crowd is involved, when nobody can hear anybody, like how can we come together and, you know, and stay in poise and execute and play.
Thanks.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.